fun time of year.
Mm-hmm.
I really do love it. It's Thanksgiving. The holidays are upon us. Really a special time of year, especially if you're a moviegoer, right? You agree with me on this one?
Absolutely. All the Christmas things are coming out.
Exactly. Hollywood always releases some of its biggest films during the holidays, and this year is no exception. There are a ton of really great brand new films out there, and the only problem is with so many, you know, great movies to choose from, it's hard to know which ones are really worth seeing. Where are you going to spend the money? So I thought tonight we'd do people a service who are starting this big holiday weekend, and we'd have another one of our features, Conan and Andy on the Aisle. This is going to be fun. It's going to help a lot of people. Now, this is going to help, because Siskel and Ebert have really lost their edge.
No kidding.
All right, and this is where we come in and tell people what movies you should really bother seeing. For example, I'm going to start with a big feature film that's out there right now. I think it's opening this weekend, Flubber. All right, we're going to talk about it. Now, this is, of course, the remake of the 1961 Disney classic, this time starring Robin Williams as the bumbling professor. Now, some remakes are disappointing, but not this one, folks. I saw it. It is fantastic. I mean, the special effects in this movie are incredible. What did you think?
Oh, I mean, Flubber is not just a lifeless piece of goo anymore. I mean, communicates, he dances, you know, zips all around it. It's amazing what they can do with technology these days.
The technology, I'll give it to you, and I admit it's just amazing. Folks, there were some problems with the movie, though, that we have to talk about. Like, I know Disney intended it for kids, primarily. It's a kids' film. But there are some scenes that I just don't think kids are going to like very much. I think it's going to be hard for kids to take.
Like when he is showing his girlfriend how Flubber works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know. And we're thinking of the same scene here. Yeah. I mean, kids are not going to go for this scene at all. It's going to bother them. Now, here, take a look. You'll see what we're talking about, this scene from Flubber.
Sarah, it's much more than that. Flubber could save this college. Let me demonstrate.
No,
just give me 1 minute, okay? The Flubber is placed in my back pocket. When I exit this window, I will fall to the ground. When I hit the ground, the Flubber will send me right back up unharmed. Watch.
Are you nuts?
I'll be right back.
Philip!
I mean, it was just... At the screening I was at, like, most of the kids in the audience were screaming and crying.
Shrieking, yeah.
Shrieking. They were horrified.
Yeah, so sorry to blow the ending for everybody, but...
Yeah, so just don't take the kids to this.
Yeah.
All right, our next film is The Rainmaker. Now, this is the latest John Grisham novel to be turned into a feature. Now, this one, however, a little different than the others. It was directed by Francis Ford Coppola, an amazing director, and folks, it shows. It is so well crafted, so beautifully shot. I love this movie.
I did too. It's fantastic. Except for the casting. Some of the casting.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's amazing how in sync we are. Coppola, of course, is known for casting family members in his films. You know, he cast his daughter Sophia in The Godfather Part 3, and she stuck out like a sore thumb.
Well, but this goes way past Sophia. I mean, at least she was his daughter.
Yeah.
This family member that he cast here, it's a real stretch.
Yeah, it's pretty inexcusable filmmaking here. Take a look. I think you'll agree.
Anybody in a room named Russell Crockett?
He's gone too. Downsized.
Downsized. And what a coincidence.
Client's going through a periodic downsizing.
Yeah, well, that will happen, won't it? How about Everett Lufkin, Vice President of Claims? Has he been downsized too?
No, he's here.
You're Everett Lufkin.
You can't put your dog in the movie. It's wrong. That's just wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you know...
I mean, I think, we should point out, in fairness, the dog is very good.
Very good, yeah, very convincing, and has a soliloquy that brought me to tears.
You were
frankly.
weeping like a baby.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still, when you see in the list of credits, you see Buttercup Coppola, takes you right out of the movie.
It hurt it for me,
Yeah.
too. That was too bad. Well, our next film is The Jackal. Now, this is starring Bruce Willis as the world's top assassin. Now, this, too, is a remake of the 1973 movie Day of the Jackal, one of my all-time favorites. And in that one, the Jackal's target was French President Charles de Gaulle. But for the 90s version, they obviously felt they had to update their target a little bit. And I got to say, their choice of whom to kill really surprised me.
I agree totally. Me too.
Yeah, here is the scene where Bruce Willis agrees to take the assignment. You'll see what we're talking about.
Can you kill this person?
Yes.
How much?
70 million.
Done.
That's not right. It's wrong. I mean, granted, she gets on people's nerves, but murder?
Yeah.
And for that kind of money?
7 million?
Yeah,
Ugh.
no. You could get it cheaper. All right. Our next film, ladies and gentlemen, is Red Corner. And this is starring Richard Gere as an American who gets arrested in China for a murder he didn't commit.
Yeah, this one is fascinating. In China, there's no presumption of innocence. So, Richard Gere spends the whole movie trying to stave off execution. It's really tense.
Yeah, unfortunately, this movie is so tense, the director thought he had to lighten things up at times.
Oh, yeah.
And I really wish he hadn't, because some of the little comedy he put in there undercut some of the film's most powerful scenes. Take a look at this typical example.
I have the right to contact my embassy.
你现在没有这个权利。You have no right.
No, I have a right to contact the embassy. I would like to contact...
中华人民共和国的法律 according to the laws of the People's Republic of China.
I would like to talk to the American embassy. Do you
调查
understand
完以
me?
后，看到没有？坦白从宽，抗拒从严。The sign says leniency for those who confess, severity for those who resist.
I'm not resisting, and I did...
I'm getting out of here.
I mean, it's funny. I give him that. It's funny.
Yeah.
But it's just... I mean, the film becomes Pee-wee's Playhouse at some point. Every piece of furniture is talking, and, hey, look out, Richard. And his name's Richard in the movie? That's crazy. I don't know. I find it shocking. Our last film is Alien Resurrection. Now, this is the 4th installment in the incredibly successful Alien series. Sigourney Weaver is back, even though she died in the last movie. It seems they found a way to clone her. That's
Yeah, but, I mean, once you get past that and accept that, the movie's fantastic. The action is relentless. The aliens, as always, ooh, scary.
Yeah.
They look great.
Yeah. That's what you do when you're scared?
Ooh, scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I see a mouse.
Oh.
All right. Well, I loved it, too. I really did. The one thing that really bothered me was the cross-promotion. You know, when they use one movie to market another. And it really bugged me this time. I think the studios are going too far with this kind of nonsense.
And, you know, the worst instance of that is when the alien is chasing him up the elevator shaft.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It ruined the movie for me. Here, take a look. You'll see what we're talking about.
It's jammed!
It's Flubber!
Get him, Flubber! Get him!
It's just, I mean, I'm going to see Flubber. I didn't need that. And we should point out, Flubber kicks ass in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's killing people left and right. He was horrifying.
I know.
See Flubber.
Get
All
him,
right.
Flubber.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break right now. I think that does it. This, and this helped a lot of people, I think.
Yep.
And then we're gonna hurt a lot of people because our next guest coming up after the commercial, Scott Thompson will be here. God knows what he's going to say. Stick around.